Welcome to the Carol Bruner Show. Today, I'm going to be interviewing the renowned artist, Taro. Taro, can you tell us, why did you become an artist?
I became an artist. It all started back when I was a little child and my father painted the house white, and I got my box of crayons out and I started coloring the house. And that led me into a lot of other things, and it's just amazing how I got there. It was a long journey, but it started at childhood.
So that's how you got your start in the world of art. Can you tell me something else? Did you receive training for your beautiful paintings and drawings?
Yes, I did, Carol. I went to George Brown College and I studied fur design. And then I went to New York to Parsons School of Design and studied women's wear. And through those two courses I learned that I could draw. I could draw women beautifully in fashion outfits, and it became really successful that I was able to achieve 5 different jobs.
My, that's something I think a lot of people cannot put credit to in their lives. So that's where your training began. Can you tell me about your experience in the Art Students League?
Oh, yes. The Art Students League was a haven of artists. Very famous artists went to that school to keep brushing up their techniques and their artwork. And I went there after I started painting watercolor landscapes. I painted watercolor landscapes in such bright colors that people loved them so much that they wanted them really bad. So I ended up giving them all away. And one guy said to me, "You should go to the Art Students League and study there because you're probably a portrait artist, because you do such beautiful colors and landscapes that you could do portraits." So that's how I ended up at the Art Students League. I was there for 10 years.
And that's in New York City?
Yes, it's in New York City, and I spent the 10 years there. For 2 years I was a regular student, and for 8 years I was a monitor. And as a monitor I got to claim my space first and then assign all the other students their easels. I got to pick the models and pose the models, plus the background, the drapery, and a lot of the stuff that I found was off the street. I found chairs and couches. I remember in the morning carrying big couches over my head, at 7 in the morning to try to get the classroom organized for the teacher. Because being a monitor is like being a teacher, really, because the teacher comes and critiques the work like every 2 days, and I'm there every day helping the students. So I got a lot of training in teaching and monitoring the classroom and making sure that the timer went off on time for the models to take their break. I got to pose the models, like I said, which is really great. I got the first spot, so I got head on, and that was really, really great. I just loved doing the poses because I was able to capture images of people and amazing outfits that we chose for them, and amazing backgrounds, all different colors of backgrounds, and really wonderful furniture that I found in the streets.
I have seen most of your work, and when I look at your paintings, I think of the old masters. And could you tell me how you developed that unique style?
Carol, that's so nice that you asked that, because that was the hard part of my training. I had to go to the library once a week and pick up books, usually 4 to 5 books on artists: Van Gogh, Rembrandt, Picasso, a number of artists. And I would take modern artists, I would take classical artists, and I would imitate their style. And I kept changing my style over and over again until all of a sudden I seemed to be going into a direction.
Well, it is certainly, I don't know how I can explain it. It is the most unique, beautiful work I think I've ever seen. And I'm kind of a creative person myself, and I really can appreciate it. So, now that you're out of school, what have you been up to?
Well, I've been out of school for a year, and I've been doing commission work. What I've been doing is painting people and their pets. I paint them in their environment and with their settings, their lamps and their couches and their wallpaper and their tapestry, and like your beautiful home. You have such a beautiful home. So it would be like painting you in your home, and you would see all your stuff, and it would bring back very nice memories about the past and the painting. And recently, my last painting, I painted 2 young girls, 5 and 7. Their names are Molly and Stella Martone. And the painting came out absolutely gorgeous. The girls, they just loved being painted. And they always ask me, Taro, how do you get this color? What do you mix to get purple, red and blue? What do you mix to get green? So I just told them all about how to paint. And they're little artists themselves. And painting commissions, you get to learn about people and their environment. You get to learn about how people live and their lifestyle, their secrets. I mean, it's a great job. It's a really fabulous job to be able to paint commissions. So for the last year, basically, I've been going to people's homes, setting up my easel, my paint set, my mediums, and my brushes, and my canvases, and painting people in their homes.
You know, something I also noticed about your work is that it seems that the personality of the subjects is right on the canvas, and I don't know how you do that, but to me it's going to be something that will last forever in that person's life. As they go through life, they will always remember that moment and where they were at in life. Can you tell me something at this point in our interview? Are you happy being a famous artist?
Oh, I'm very happy. I have so much fun doing it, and the great part about doing art is that I get to meet so many different people. I get to find out about their lives, and it's just natural for me. I go in, and the first day I do a sketch, and I love drawing. So I do the sketch, and then the next thing goes the color of the background, because the color of the background influences the color of the skin. So I've always really concentrated on the background colors and how they reflect the skin. And doing such color work, it just makes me so happy. And my last painting job, they asked me to repaint a painting that was atrocious. So I did it, and it became hilarious. Everybody just loved it because I painted seagulls, and I painted them in leather outfits with granites all around their neck and spiked hair, and I painted them black, their tails black, and I painted their wings with a little bit more black in it than gray, and they came out like caca, caca. So I painted caca, caca in a bubble, and it was so much fun doing that, and we just did it as a joke. And so I'm very, very happy doing what I'm doing. It's so rewarding, and I'm grateful that people are asking me to do more commissions. I get booked every day. I've been asked to teach at Yale. I have opportunities like maybe painting for Universal Pictures, doing the Stars posters. I've been painting movie stars, famous people, rich people, poor people, all types of people. And painting people and their pets is really rewarding because people love their pets. They love to see their pets, and I do such a beautiful job with their pets. I superimpose them into the canvas so that it looks like they're actually holding their pet, or their pet's sitting at their knees or their lap. I did a commission of dogs recently. I did 11 commissions last year. So I'm booked. I'm really, really booked.
Well, you know, I just want to say that this has been a real privilege, and I know that out in YouTube land, wherever this is reaching, that people have a better understanding of art, and I want to thank you for coming on the Carol Bruner Show today. And to everybody out there, I'll see you soon. Bye for now.